You know, you guys brought up the Doors, and I think it's because of the door on my back, which actually isn't about the Doors, but it is because it's the door of perception, Huxley, that is the place where the Doors got their title from, which is just about opening up different sort of, it's almost like a synaptic, like aha moment, epiphany of just being open to different forms of perception and realizing that that's what it's all about. Um, but so I don't know a great, well, I do know some actually, probably more than I think about the Doors. But let's just talk about the Doors real quickly. Um, what can I say? Jim Morrison didn't know he could sing until later on in life, until he was in his 20s, and he came out with this beautiful voice, which is a pretty cool find. Um, he went to UCLA, and I think he was a 4.0 film student. He was totally a romantic, but he was also totally a womanizing drunk. The Hello, I Love You, of course, like the radio most popular song. Well, I guess, yeah, well, anyway, one of them is Light My Fire, right? Was apparently how he met a woman that I think he would end up marrying. I think her name was Pam or something. But apparently he really did introduce himself like that. God bless the 60s. That's so fucking cute. And of course he's a total dreamboat. So she's like, wait a minute, I might love you too. And you know, but he was totally a slut. So there's that. I think the Plastercasters got to him as well. Him and Jimi Hendrix. Plastercasters being groupies that would plaster musicians' dongs when after giving them a blowjob, or I suppose during it. Probably not after. It's probably not a very complimentary way to go. And I guess Jimmy was really what they're saying he was. So anyway, um, so what can I say about the Doors? There was some conflict in the band having to do with the management as well. Like for example, Monterey, near where I'm from, there was a thing called Monterey Pop, where actually Hendrix was, and the manager of the Doors did not book them there because they were off doing something with the Monkees. What a mistake. It is, I mean, because Monterey Pop is like the shit, you know, it's like the memory, like it's iconic memory for many, and to have the Doors there would have made it so much more complete. So anyway, and there was some I guess Morrison just felt like it was getting too poppy, it was getting too commercial. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that he actually threw a television set because someone had used one of his songs as a commercial, probably, you know, come on baby, light my fire, yeah, and he threw it, and anyway, so he only lives to be, he was in the 27 Club as well. You know, him and Jimmy died from choking on his own vomit, not the most glamorous way to go, but Jimmy always knew he was going to die young. And Morrison may or may not have as well. Oh, early on, this is interesting, before I talk about his death, he had witnessed as a kid a bunch of Native Americans getting slaughtered along a highway, something like that, and it fucked him up. And so you see a lot of Native American influence with him and his style of dress and being and his music and his kind of primal beats and primalness about him. And anyway, I don't know if he actually was in seminary school, but he did mention it in a song, and I actually disagree with him because he said that you cannot petition the Lord with prayer, and I'm like, I do it all the time. I think you totally can, but it's like witchcraft, you know. But anyway, he did not think that, and he did end up having, I don't know if it was a good death, but he at least died smiling. He did OD on heroin in a bathtub smiling. They're gonna make me go out that way or some shit. But so you got to think, he might have. I think he did cross over to the other side. I think he did. As much as he was a sort of a womanizing dick, he did. He was a very spiritual person, and he did go very far with that, to the point where I don't think he feared death. I really don't. I think it became something he embraced, and thus his early death.